And I know you miss me so much. I'm back. Look, I slept here tonight. I put my bike and then I took a chair and I built myself a little nest with that blanket, that sleeping bag. And I decided that since my phone charged overnight and the white people have not called the police on me, for whatever reason, they must have had a good weekend. I'll show you. The problem is that it's an infestation. They're everywhere. And are they at the Kingwood building too? Yes. Look. Look with your special eyes. Do you want my face? Or do you want my stoic Irish native face? The wild man, or do you want the POV? We're gonna do the POV now. And we're going to descend down. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Guess they didn't call the police on me. At the lower one. At the lower building, you feel me? This is where I stand at night and I pretend like I'm on stage. I practice performing. Me and Johnny Mike like John Wick, we about to blow up. I lit the fuse. It ain't no coincidence that no one knows us. To understand this light, boy, you'd have to show up. This ain't lean, bitch. My styrofoam is mixed with gasoline and we're coming for your team. What else did I write? What else? Hello, Kingswood. So if you understand that you're connected to the infinite and that your present moment's the only thing that matters, usually I can find some type of polarity or some type of connection, and that's when the birds go, "Wah!" Hello, Vivek's friend. Is this Vivek's cousin? Shiddick. Here's a church that could probably go to, but I don't. They're all just white people. I mean, the black people that I was around did not engage in this type of behavior, although they knew about it. It wasn't a mystery to them. But I'll tell you that the white people I've seen, all they're really concerned with. Okay, so there are these type of tentacle tubes that are coming around that are connected to people. And because I'm feeling a bit weak, they hit me very easily and they had a message for me to say. So I feel like I might feel like shit if I told you what that thing just said to me. But I'll tell you that it was not too far off from the 2030 agenda. And that's why. Okay. You know me, I go the extra mile. We're now passing the entranceway. And what sucks, the people that called the police on me here at Upper Valley Services, if you wanted to write a review, they work with homeless people. They saw me sleeping there. And instead of being like, hey, we have a whole community organization based on helping your life, they're like, let's call the police and make him seem like a domestic terrorist. So 4 or 5 police show up. We're here. The bird's going right to left. Is this Tri-Valley Transit? Nope. We have a Tesla that's slowing down as it passes me. Okay, usually this is where the crow will activate and will scream at me until I feel it's somehow channeled the infinite to form a weapon against me. Right now. This is where it usually circles me as soon as I step through that one spot. It goes, But this phone is doing something. Do we have any positive messages for the team? Fasting sunlight probiotics, there it is. Positive message. Positive message, you see? Are you seeing? Do you have any positive messages? It's all gonna work. See, there's another one. So what it has to be is that when I say, do we have any positive messages, I'm setting an intention through what's called magnetism that is pulling in the positive energy. Yeah, fuck you. So when I say, is there anything positive? It tricks the crows and makes them mad. So we're here. You can see, this is proof enough that you can see how they respond to the positivity, and that they did both try to come for me, and then I felt the camera block them. You feel me? When I have this camera out, which is why black people are recording the police in Atlanta, because they're all spiritual. And it's KCC 187. What's 1-8? 1 and 7 is 8 plus 8. And KCC, the Kingdom of Creative Champions. You couldn't comprehend what KCC's. I rock the boat so hard I got the world seasick. See? The crows are feeling a need to circle me and not anybody else. Why is that? We got it. So what it is that Sagittarians can hold, at least me, I can hold an intention to keep it interesting. And with my major Aquarian everything else, I can bring it in. Aquarians are the most advanced sign. So of course, if this world is about, shut the fuck up. A bee just hit the side of my face. They don't want me talking about that. A bee hit the side of my face left to right. I said, shut the fuck up. And here's what we call an intruder. He's staring right at me. So their impulses, hold up, I'm trying to show you this. See, there we go, look. They're causing an event to divert my attention, because what they're called is karmics. If we have karmic energy and attention goes where energy flows, where attention goes, it means these people that don't understand their impulses are being controlled. Just like the crow was made to go right from left to block my sight, so that as a Sagittarius I feel like there's an obstacle in the way. These people, whoever they are, decided to get up and run before I got there so that they could get there first. As you can see, they're walking like typical MK Ultra handlers. As soon as I brought my attention to them, they stopped moving because they're possessed. So they're saving time so that they can engage me. So you saw I triggered them and now he's walking away, but his face is up to the side pointing towards me. Do you understand? Because it's so much more than you can fathom. Where'd they go? They didn't go inside. Where did they go, man? They left one car to get in this one? Why did he stand where he stood at 11:22? And now we invade one of the most negative places in the area. Come on, buddy. There you go. We don't even need a soda, man. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey. And we made it. Now my bike doesn't have a pedal. And it doesn't have brakes. Here's the view. Here's the amazing view. Sorry I complained. I couldn't tell you all the shit that I see living so different than everybody else. Do you have any positive messages? Oh, I just saw a vision of me with a dog. Okay, now they're telling me I can't review, what a fucking pussy. I can't imagine people are following me there. With my motorcycle. And a fly just flew in front of my face, right to left. So this is an interaction between both of us. Where and there's Army Strong on the truck, where he gets to see how far he's come. So, hi lady. She gets to see how far she's come. And I get to see my future. There's a cigarette on the ground I won't take. I can't. Oh god, I don't have brakes on the bike. But I know as soon as I end the live stream, we're gonna walk the bike down. As soon as I end the live stream, the crows are gonna come back and swarm me. I can feel the enemy, or the AI, or the fifth dimensional terrorist. What do you? I'm seeing The Simpsons. Matt Groening dropped a show called Disenchantment, and in that, the main character has these people in a desert somewhere wearing robes that do sex or occult stuff, and they're watching the protagonist the whole time through a crystal ball. That popped into my head. Yeah, fuck you. That popped into my head as I'm trying to explain why the crows know that I'm recording. You feel me? Yep, there's a bee right to left. Not in front of the camera, in front of my eyes. today I'm gonna eat this breakfast sandwich. I'm going to charge my phone. My mother said there's a river behind McDonald's you can wash at. I looked on Google Earth. Bitch, there's an entire river right over here that isn't the runoff from a sewage plant. Lavender. You know what color lavender is? Look how pretty that is. Motherfucker. Look at how pretty the fucking flowers are, bitch. They're purple on the bottom and pink at the top. So it's a gradual blend between the colors. And they're vibrant. Because that's the year that we're in, is green, purple, and pink. Did you know that? Did you know that, caution horses, as I'm thinking about the year of the horse in my head, did you guys know that I can see the world at such an like a different level than so many people because I've been through lifetimes? I've incarnated so many times that my spirit guides that are either people that I knew on this earth that have ascended past me or died, or they're something God created just to make my creation cooler because he worked with me over time and we grew to this place where I need spirit guides. Or when I look back in my mind and I can kind of... I've always known that I was sitting in a different dimension behind myself building Legos with my dad, and I don't think he understood. So to be in that position where I'm already at the commander's seat, piloting my body like a ship, it's a lot easier for me to imagine that other things are stepping into my ship that have messages to say to people. So I look back at the things that I felt inspired to say to my loved ones, and I'm realizing that a lot of it was something else, or a different version of myself, not butting in, but just like pushing himself into my story, and that I can fly my ship around. And when I like to fly my ship around in my mind, there's a bird right to left. When I fly my ship around, that's when I can see other people's lives. When I'm floating through the fifth dimension. It started to rain. No clouds in the sky, but I just got hit with rain. Birds going left to right. So maybe it's not rain. There's the red car going to the place that I'm trying to go. After the bird blocked it, they already know who I am. Big truck. And there's no crows. Usually they're just outside of my peripheral vision, and they like to caw and scream and infiltrate me as I'm meditating and trying to create a better channel to the higher infinite timeline. And I'm starting to work my relationships in the town to change it. And as I'm doing that, as I'm sitting here meditating and I don't know what to do or where to go, so I'm just here sitting around meditating and working with energies to make music and fuck bitches in the metaverse and learn things that I can hopefully teach others. And people's lives are coming into my head, and they have a style, they have a creative essence. I can see what they're missing because I'm complete, or I can see where I want to take it, and I kind of just like splash the energy on them with my intention to make it go in this direction, kind of like I'm infecting them, and my bacteria, my spiritual bacteria, enhances them like kombucha. Because in my mind, where all of you are competing and you're upset at the light, when you feel the light, when you feel the knowledge, you tune out because you're competitive, you're ego driven. Me, I'm floating way beyond this world. just enjoying every minute of it. And then the part of me I delegated as my own slave, we have him, Casey, this guy, guiding, trying to save the world, because we decided, me and myself and I have decided that regardless of whether Casey wins, he's still pushing himself to the top of the totem. He's still constantly ascending to higher vibrations faster than anybody else. And he has this, just because of the placements and because who he is and the lifetime he's lived, it's very easy for him to rise and shoot like a shooting star or like a pogo stick or like a rocket ship, just shoot past everybody else. And the 33 in him, the tree in his name, just who he is as a person, his compassion and care, makes it so when he shoots up, he doesn't just shoot up to stunt on everybody else. He shoots up in a way that inspires and teaches everybody to grow themselves, like a fertilizer, like a North Star inspirational shower of light. So that when he shoots up, when all this bullshit gets so hard that it pressurizes him, that he goes feral, like the man beast, the Sagittarian energy, the animal instinct that the world is trying to beat out of him. The reason he gets in a lot of fights is because he's so, like I'm saying, the high vibrational density, plus that's the energy that he embodies, triggers that in other people's masculinity issues. So what it is that these men he like walks through a grocery store, and all the people in the grocery store get triggered, kind of like 100 monkeys. Yeah, the 100 monkey theory is that when one monkey, it's a study that showed that when monkeys that live in like island colonies that are 10 to 20, 30 to 100 miles apart from each other, these monkeys, when one of them learned a skill that helped them eat better, all the monkeys on all the different islands without any form of communication learned that skill at the same time. It was a trickle-down effect because they were all connected in there. So what happens when Casey goes into a grocery store, he has the butterfly right to left. It's also blocking the, right now the butterflies are blocking, they're making like a tube for me to enter. Now I'm going through a tunnel of energy instead of a big open space. They blocked the aura that's already here and the aura of this place so that I can travel like a Sagittarius. I can tunnel through this and invade with all the things I just learned through Mercury season, communicating and exchanging energies. The air with all the different people driving their cars. And then I get tarot readings that describe me to a fault. And they're so specific. And the tarot readers are crying. What the fuck is this? Look at this. What the hell are you? What the fuck are you? And we're back here in the belly of the beast. But the birds have started calling. And I'm tired, man. I've been having weird dreams. I've been having crazy fucking dreams, man. Horrible dreams. What is this? Hey, get off my fucking sleeping bag. You're like a stink bug without the stink. He's fucking dead. Yeah, I don't even want to go that way. I forgot to get a drink. I didn't forget, I'm just poor. So look at this, guys. Look at this, everybody. There's a deer that sleeps here at night. There's the main road. A deer sleeps there at night. It's a doe and it's got no family, so I'm assuming they've both been killed. I'm assuming the buck was shot by a fat white racist, and then it didn't get a chance to mate, or it's a baby whose parents are dead for venison. So there's a baby deer, and it's well past the season of fertility, which means it should be with its parents, but it hides here. So at nighttime, me and this deer, who are alone because the world destroyed our family, hang out with each other. And then I go down here and I act like that's a stage, and I perform songs and I channel the everything. And then we're not sure with streams. There is a river nearby. There's a river like half a mile through the woods. But with rivers, you can never be totally sure that it's not runoff from a farm and that there's manure particles through all this. And I am waking up sick pretty much every day. I can't tell if it's because I'm like vibrating all the sickness out of me, or if I'm constantly sick from something. But either way, I feel bad, man. So I'm kind of worried about drinking that. I feel like I'm vibrating too high for people. So this is another thing that I've learned, is that because of my natural ability to ascend to a higher vibrational state, because of who I am, when I go into public and it triggers people, all they want to do is eat it and kill it and take it for themselves. So I'm walking through a war zone every day that's trying to rape and kill me spiritually. And they think it's funny. They don't know any better. And I'm working hopefully with the Most High or something, as something just beamed into the side of my head and I feel pain through the entire right half of my face, like a stroke. Like whatever I just said triggered something that's attached to me through all these people, and it just like burned the side of my face. Here's a bee. What was I saying? I was working with the Most High. But yeah, there's so much more to my personality. This is not me at all. Like, you have no idea what I'm really like. This is me when I have no access to myself. And when I can start to put the pieces together and really build myself back up, I'm telling you, the world gets so violent. I literally showed you that the police show up and whatever's up here triggers these white puppets to come to stomp out like sleepwalking robots and just walk into my vicinity so that they could feel my energy, get triggered, find a reason to get upset, and then do whatever they can. Usually they're too scared to start to come try to check me because they feel like I'm an enemy, because something's telling them that I am. So what they do is they freak out and they go run in circles screaming, and then they call the police. Then the police, who are possessed by the demonic entities, will show up, and they're trying to change my narrative. They're trying to impregnate me with vibes and a personality so that I can't ascend to a higher timeline. You understand? Like the fifth dimension, you can raise out of timelines and enter other ones. This whole thing is like reflective substance that only revolves around our stories, because this is God's creation. So as I vibrate to a higher timeline, I'm moving through this carbon, and it's like not like dominoes, but like I'm seeing hexagonal shapes that are reflective and spinning around, so that they kind of just, you walk through it and you phase to a different world based on the spirit inside. So they're trying to attack and rape the spirit inside. Let's see. The cool thing about the universe, remember how I said when I saw the aliens, when the whole sky was blank except for one cloud that was floating right there, and then it turned into a perfect eye, and then it turned into the face of a lion, and then it turned into a giant sea, and then it faded out, and then I saw like a shimmer, and then it, and then immediately a giant crow flew down, smacked into a tree, and the tree fell at me. Like the crow tried to show me that it could kill me with a tree at any moment, and that taught me a lesson about, oh, I shouldn't build a homestead in the woods. For whatever reason, where this was empty, and these white people called the police, and 5 of them showed up, including a detective, for some kid that's just sitting here, because they're trying to take in as much bad energy to attack God and me. Something knocked an entire tree down. So you know what I'm gonna do? I have a saw. And I have all the time in the world, baby. So these are going. Maybe this one right here. Or we'll just take that dead one and we'll block it on top of each other. Because fuck you. Isn't it really weird? Like, don't you guys, if you guys ever, you won't, none of you will make it to 30 minutes. None of you will make it to 33. 30 minutes and 33 seconds. And that means I'm the most important thing that could come into your life on this earth other than the Most High. And there's a reason for that. I'm not a pretentious asshole. I'm not a power-hungry loser. I'm not a rapist. I just sit here and try to make things better. And then my tarot readers tell me how impressed they are by my emotional strength, my emotional control, and my stability, and how I choose to use everything that happens to me as a way to cultivate my own garden, to bear fruit that helps others. And the lion people and my ancestors are so impressed, but they're so angry at how I've been treated. And they wanted me to fight and I didn't, so they're pissed and they're fighting for me. So they're in the spirit realm fighting other people's ancestors. That's what they're telling me, is that these people that hurt me for months while I'm just sitting here being attacked and beaten and raped and victimized and all this stuff that's happened for my whole life, bruh. As I'm just sitting here trying to make songs like the Irish. They're saying that my ancestors are so angry at what they did that they're riding like an army and they're using my channel to come in and destroy them all. And then my tarot readers, like, I'll get a notification for like a 5 second, not a 5 second, like a 5 minute clip just saying, I got this weird download, so I felt like I should share it. And it's saying that this is for one guy that some like emperor, some very large 33, I'm seeing druid, I'm seeing trees, I'm seeing a lot of green, and I'm seeing that you had nobody and no one to talk to, no one to understand, and you made it through by yourself. And they're saying that the universe is extremely proud of you. And I'm seeing that you were the one person that was the only person able for the mission that you just took, and you dismantled an entire community, an entire organization of negative influence that would have hurt a lot of people if it wasn't for you. You just being here where you were and going through what you did set the stage to change an entire, he didn't say state, but it was like thousands of people, which is kind of what that was the intention I set before I got here, right? Is that I was teaching you the domino effect. They want to turn this into a daycare, and I immediately thought how nice it would be if I owned this place and I got my aunt, who loves raising children, to run her own daycare center. But I'd have to have donations to get enough money that I can get money for myself. I'm where I am because I didn't work. I didn't go to work. But if you went to work and the people that you were around were embodying the same energy and connections as the men who had tried to rape you, and you've been through so much, you can understand when the people around you are people that will devote their entire time to trying to steal and ruin everything you hold dear about yourself, and work with some type of higher form of intelligence to misguide you to make the wrong decisions that will ruin your life forever. Would you subject yourself to that, or would you try to hide and have faith and hope that that faith that you're holding is like a beam of light that can channel high vibrational energy through it to help influence the community? The tree that grows into every garden. But then as you raise up and you raise up and you raise up, at least I get to this realization as I vibrate so high, maybe I leave reality. And that's when I feel like I'm the only thing in existence except for higher dimensional entities. And that's when I'll look over and there's just a person standing right there. Well, what would you do in that situation? What would you do? I go up and talk to them and see what they have to say. And here's my butterfly. It was orange and brown. It was the design of the guitar that I was just looking at. Bruh. Gray truck going left to right. Gray car going left to right. And then nothing. Whole lot of nothing. On a busy day during lunchtime. White car going right to left with a calligraphy sign. There were 2 J's, I think. Which would be 1010. But yeah, there's a baby deer in here, hiding from hunters. Let's see. Red dump truck. That's the same gray car that passed me before. It must have got the curbside pickup, or it decided it missed something at home. It left the oven on, and here's the red car, red truck going left to right. School bus. The special ed bus. There's a bike that I saved on Marketplace 30 minutes ago. There's a pedo van. There's the FBI van. Regular gray car. But the same color truck as that car. They passed each other. The same color, sharing energy with each other. They just harmonized. See? Do you see how the same color cars are going at the same time? There you go. Yeah, I got called to eat my food before it gets cold. And now the butterflies are flying with me as I walk. So I'm seeing push-ups. I'm seeing there's a bench press they want to incarnate into my reality. I know where it is on Marketplace. It's $135. That bench press would be a good step up from where I am. I want to release a hit song by August. I have it all made. I have everything that I need in my mind. I just need to get into a studio, get buff, get the right clothes, get a filmer, get a nice camera, and then spend the month of July doing that. So how would you do that? So I'm gonna go, here's the butterfly going right to left, and it's coming right to me. I would ask for money. Please call your rich family and get me some money, please. But that's not gonna happen, so not to hate on everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go downtown into the war zone in Gemini season, where my sign is muted in the year where I'm muted, so all my energy is destroyed. Okay, it's Heather. Don't worry about what I'm saying, Heather. You're nice. Thank you. I'm complaining. It's called out of alignment. I'm not in alignment. That's why I sound like this. That's why I sound like a lesbian, maybe, or something else. I'm keeping the faith, man. It's not one day at a time. It's not one day at a time because it's been years. It's been 3 or 4 years. It's that I'm not taking enough action. And it's that the world is up against me. I have the light and I'm ready to share it. And then crows, violence, police. Hopefully it's just keeping me stronger. Maybe it's a gradual strength increase. Let's see if this smells like poopy. No. That's cool. So I drank the stream water and then I just got a vision of the stream connecting to me. This is what I look like. Yo, word up, dog. What's good, bruh? Hey, you know why? Do you know that this is only one aspect of what Casey's doing on this earth? There's so much more than these videos. I Yeah, this live stream. I'm like a tour guide. I'm like guiding you through how the universe works. I'm like taking you guys through the gauntlet with me. I'm walking through and explaining how our thoughts, intentions, and actions in the universe responds. I'm basically showing you guys how to co-create in real time. I'm teaching you how to be a master number, how to be like the highest. Basically here. Okay, three things. One, I'm going down there and I'm gonna find work. And if they won't let me find work, I'm going to force them to let me be of service to make a better change in the community. And I'm gonna get fucking paid for it so that I can make my album. Because I'm sick of sitting here, bruh. But with patience, I am seeing that it's making my art a lot better in the long run. I am seeing that. But I'm all okay. And then two, another thing that happened is that the most famous person out of Vermont that's my age is somebody. Guess what his brand name is? Guess what his group that he calls his people, his group of artists in Burlington? It's the KCC. It's the Kelly Creative Collective, bruh. And I made the Kingdom of Creative Champions first. And I posted to my the Kelly Creative Collective. And the manager at this McDonald's that gives me the food is named Kelly. And the police officer that got me out of jail was Kelly. So Kelly, a different Kelly, Kelly Butts Spirito, and people call him an ass. Thank you, man. And pussy. Yeah, so someone named Kelly got me out of jail. Somebody named Kelly is giving me food. The thing with both of those is that the guy that got me out of jail looks exactly like my dad for some reason. He looks like he could be my relative. So the cells, the way he was organized, was similar to mine. And like I said, if you go back through my videos, you'll see that in my story specifically, as the events are happening in my life around me, I'm seeing people with the same name or providing the same opportunities. So whatever's coming into my life, the channel that the information is coming through is expressing itself through the same names. So like winter of 2022, I am trapped outside and I'm trying to get a motel. And Heather Veramesa, who's on this, sent me money from McDonald's that helped me feel comfortable and helped me kind of escape so that I could create and keep making the vibes going, kind of keep the fire burning. Then Heather at Dunkin' Donuts offered me a job. The manager at Dunkin' Donuts offered me a job. I didn't take it because I felt like, oh, zombie apocalypse, I want to just rest. I'll do it in the spring. Because Heather at Economic Services offered me a place to live for the winter, to sleep in a motel, and I spent it recording YouTube videos. And then when I got there, the manager of the motel that I was sleeping at was named Heather. So Kelly. The thing, she saw me in high school. Kelly is only famous, Kelly Butt Spirito, the ass, and his name is Butt Spirito, Kelly with the ass spirit. Kelly comes from Book of Kells, like Machine Gun Kelly. And I met Machine Gun Kelly at a McDonald's last year. And then I went to, when I broke down in one of these last places in Pittsford, and I was supposed to go to Brandon, and then I ended up at a job with a guy named Brandon that managed the place, and it was on top of a mountain at Killington, and that's when I went to Casey's Caboose, the bar. And at Casey's Caboose, there's a giant Native American that's got the hat. He's got the Native American headdress, and he looks exactly like me. Like, people were taking pictures of me standing next to this Native American statue at Casey's Caboose. But Kelly is famous because he got Burlington High School, and he keeps going back to Burlington High School to use his content to farm the high schooler audience. So what I reposted something of his because he knows who I am. I'm Casey O'Brien. I was the guy that invaded his hometown, got the high schoolers he was trying to get, and performed to them on stage, blew up on TikTok, met all of their friends, impressed them, had them talking about me, had my vibe in their spirit. I was so much better than anything they've ever created. Of course they're stalking my phone. Of course they're stalking my YouTube, my Instagram, trying to figure me out. Because I'm out here leading a charge way better than they've ever done before in a way that they've never seen. Because there's simplified aspects of myself. This place is my playground. That's why it's happening the way that it's happening for me and not for other people. But as they're learning from me, you guys are starting to have similar experiences. You feel me? I've always known this is my playground. This is my place. This is my land. I have the highest authority here. I walk around like a king. And it's making everybody angry and upset. Because I was supposed to always be above. But now they're catching up. Oh, but Kelly looked at my story. And there was a big back and forth between what I said. Because I said, what do you mean all the time? What do you mean by all the time? I don't know what that means. My food is cold. Yeah, but they jam-packed my burger today. They give me double. No, it's just an extra large egg. Hey, what do you mean by all the time? Which part? I don't know what that means. Yeah, but basically I stunted on the most famous person in Vermont right now. And his fan base is about high school. Yeah. Heather said, I see you in just about everyone. They slowed down and lost their brain, went and drove themselves insane. Now they're walking wearing copies of my face. Half this town is bitter because my dick is bigger. I got their women in my whip and none of us is quitters. If I find out that you hit her, you're gonna just like, ah. Threw him in a lake somewhere out of state. He forgot his name. I still wear his chain. I was born insane. I'm used to these restraints. They tried to stop the wave. I had to tell them it's too late. I got about 1,000 kids I trained telling me that I'm the man. I'm the motherfucking man. I'm the man. I'm the motherfucking man. I'm the man. Hopefully August 9th, during the Lionsgate portal, I can release that song, music video, and perform. And so I have 6 weeks to do that. I'm seeing a lot. Thanks. The birds are getting closer because I'm getting more comfortable. Bruh. I'm already in a higher dimension. I'm operating myself like a puppet. Because I died when I was born. Butterfly right to left. The birds calling. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. We're leading the revolution from the concrete. Not another planet. Um, it's the symbolism in our name holds energy. If there's so much more to this creation, you have to look in depth at all the interwoven links of the creation, how all the different trees are connected to each other in this garden that is you. So for me specifically, my name means Casey Francis O'Brien. Part of that means exalted. What does exalted mean? It means placed alone on top of a hill with the highest form of light and spiritual authority. And now there's a bunch of flies around me. Get fucking lost, bitch! They're gonna call the police on me. That's the devil. Other planets. I'm a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. My grandfather is a Sagittarius, and he lives in Jupiter, Florida. Whoa! My Sagittarius grandfather lives in a place that's named after the planet that rules over his sign. And I'm related to Logan Paul? What? My grandmother is related to Logan Paul. Isn't that weird? And they're Rh negative blood, which comes from aliens. Wake up! Thanks for watching.